Y'all, what's up and welcome back to B.T.P Reads, aka it's the Bree Show. And in today's video, excuse me, this will be another what's the main topic for this Taurus season. Okay, so if you are new to my channel, just to kind of give it a quick breakdown or explanation. So every month I do a WTMT, which is pretty much what's the main topic for every season, right? So once the sun goes into a new sign, right, I pretty much, just give a quick overview and pull some general messages and break down the energies and stuff like that, okay? So let's get into it. So for Taurus season, right, Taurus is fixated earth, okay? So this is being fixed, stable, secure, okay? Fixed energies do not easily move or change, all right? So whereas Virgo, right, and its other earth sign is mutable, right? It's always changing, right? It's always adapting. It's always shifting. And then its other sister sign, Capricorn, right, is cardinal. So it's always initiating. It's always having to take action, okay? Or start something, begin something, kick some off, okay? But Taurus solidifies pretty much. Taurus is like the harvest, right? Especially, and just think of the springtime, right? Spring season, Taurus is pretty much the middle of springtime, okay? So this is a good time to harvest, okay? Harvest, save, okay? I'm getting saving. So whether this is your money, your time, energy, resources, Taurus also deals with time, resources, your gifts. Taurus rules the throat. Taurus deals with your voice. Okay, so some of you guys, maybe you're great speakers, poets, singers, rappers, whatever, artists. Okay, Taurus can be very artistic, very creative, with their gifts, okay, especially being exalted in the moon, right? That's home of Cancer. This also is a energy of like emotional. Taurus has to have emotional and physical security and comfort, okay, similar to Cancer, right? But it's exalted here in the moon sign, right? So it's times 10, okay, with Taurus energy, all right? Or it's kind of like once Taurus really learns how to master this, that's when it's able to like achieve like that emotional or like physical comfort and security, right? A lot of times Cancer gets or can pull in more easily, right? But that's pretty much for any sign and its exaltation, okay? It's like, for example, for Cancer is exalted in Jupiter. So it can, that's where it can learn from like Pisces and Sagittarius, right? How to kind of embody and embrace and master more of those Jupiterian energies, right? And so then once it gets there, or it's more mature or developed, it's Cancer will be like more explorative or more open-minded when it comes to, experiencing and traveling, or like just spiritual or philosophical, understandings, teachings and stuff like that, okay? So yeah, or like learning from different cultures and stuff like that, okay? That's where Cancer can really tap into those energies. But yeah, Taurus, okay? Taurus deals with like money, savings as well, okay? So this may be a good time to like save or something like that, or just like protect. Taurus can be, that's what I'm saying, like solidify, right? But Taurus doesn't move, it doesn't change very easily. So this is a good time to really hone in on what it is that you are wanting to see grow and prosper, especially by the time Virgo season comes around, okay? Because that's when the change will come in, all right? Especially in regards to like material things in the material world, right? That's the next earth sign. And then by Capricorn season, that's when we'll be initiating, right? That's when those new changes around money, resources, you know, business, whatever, like that's when it will be initiated, okay? Or like something will begin, all right? But it's like starting here, starting now, or something like that in Taurus season, okay? But like especially Aries, Taurus, that's the best time to like plant your seeds, okay? Something like that. Or like really hone in on your gifts, or this is a good time. I'm getting like discovery, like discover yourself, discover your gifts, okay? Taurus also is that bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds, okay? Yeah, pretty much fixed. Okay, that's what I was just breaking down. Taurus is a fixed sign, okay? As well as we will be having a new moon in Taurus, okay? So you know, that is a great time to plant your seeds, right? Collective, that is a great time to, you know, really focus on what it is you want to see grow, okay? Taurus is growth. Taurus is life. Taurus deals with like beauty, and beauty is beyond just the, you know, the like, what do they call it, like societal norms or standards. When they say beauty, like I don't just mean on the outside, like, you know, what something looks like, but it could be that too. You know, something like this could be significant in regards to like beauty, or like, you know, the beauty industry or something like that. You could definitely be seeing happening, changing, or whatever. You may definitely see, especially with women, okay? Because like Cancer, Taurus, it deals with women, right? It's that moon energy. The moon rules women, okay? That's why the beauty industry literally is it more so caters to women, right? It's that Venetian and that moon energy there, okay? But Cancer rules women, okay? Taurus is exalted there. You get it? Get it? All right. And then like Pisces is exalted in Venus, okay? Taurus is home planet. So this is where you can go above and beyond, right? There's no like real limitation to like beauty standards, right? With Venus and Pisces. Or like that's when you can kind of how am I trying to say it? Beauty can come in many different like shapes and forms, right? Or something like that. Or it's kind of reminding me, it's making me think of like Rihanna, not to get too far off left, but it's kind of making me think of Rihanna's like Savage Fenty line, or whatever her makeup line is, her makeup stuff, right? But like her main thing, right? And she's a Pisces, by the way, but her main thing, right? And what a lot of people kind of applauded her for was how she like catered to different, all shapes. I mean, not all shapes, but well, shapes, but all colors, right? All shades, I meant, of people, right? There was no, it was, you know, because a lot of times you know, I mean, men, y'all probably don't know nothing about this, but like with women, right? A lot of times that's what's the hardest is for us, right? To find like colors that's really for that matches your skin. Like either it's too, you know, maybe it's too like pale or something, and you're like darker, especially like darker skin or whatever. Or maybe the colors are too dark and you're like pale as fuck, like, you know what I mean? But, you know, or maybe you're like pinkish, and like you're always finding like colors that are too light or too dark, you know what I mean? But she literally is like a rainbow. Like she catered to everyone, every skin color. Everyone was included. It's a very inclusive energy. Like that's like Venus and Pisces and stuff like that. So I'm getting like services, okay? But especially around self-care or something like that is significant, or that's the advice, right? Like whether it is to other people, this can, you know, be in regards to the communities or the world or whatever. Some of you guys, maybe this is what you're doing for work, or you may start to during this Taurus season. Or this could just be in regards to yourself, right? Like, you know, serving yourself, okay? So like I said, or like self-care or something like that, or, you know, serving your own physical and spiritual needs, all right? Or that is the advice, or this is what we'll be more fixated on, like serving our physical, spiritual needs, okay, and serving others and stuff like that. But whatever you find beauty in, okay, pretty much that's Taurus, all right? Or it's like making something out of nothing and like building in that, solidifying in that, okay? Not changing too much or whatever, but yeah, okay? The fixed signs in general, like Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio, you know, it solidifies things, okay? But Taurus is in the physical, in a physical or material sense, right? Taurus also deals with like the physical senses or whatever. I'm getting like the 5 senses, okay? Which is funny because Taurus is the Hierophant card in tarot, and that's number 5. So yeah, I'm getting like the 5 senses or something like that, or something in regards to our senses or sensory. Okay, or like I said, like needing to bring balance or bring together like the physical and spiritual world, or like your physical and spiritual like gifts and attributes or something like that is significant. Okay. So it's like, for example, you could be doing spiritual work but getting paid for it, right? In a sense, like what I do. Like, yeah, I can do readings, but I get paid for it. That's like, that's bringing the physical and spiritual together. And by the way, I have Taurus 8th house. Okay. That's just, I mean, that's an example though, or whatever. But outside of that, like, or for, I mean, I could use myself, for example, again, especially because I do have like significant Taurus placements, but you know, like with my organic oil moisturizer, okay? Like literally I deal with people, I mean, everyone's skin is different and stuff like that, but you know, that goes into beauty and stuff like that, or the beauty industry or whatever, okay? But beautifying things, you know, bringing life to things, like literally I bring life to like dead skin, dead hands, feet or whatever, okay? And I transform this, but it's physical. It's something you can actually like touch, hold, see, okay? Whereas this opposite sign, Scorpio, is more so behind the scenes, or it deals with the emotions or the spiritual side, okay? But Aries energy is significant for some of you guys this season, these next few weeks. But the Fool card, okay? Yeah, so it's like taking a leap of faith. This is brand new energy. Some of you guys, maybe you're going on a brand new path, brand new journey. Maybe you're making money in a new way or something like that. Or that's the advice, okay? I mean, the Fool card acts on faith as well. Even if you don't fully know where you're going or how everything is, right? How all the I'm getting like how all the cards may lay. Like you may not know fully, but it's about acting on, you know, intuition. It's about believing and ultimately just having the faith and courage, right? To go in like a new direction, or maybe some of you guys are even starting over, I'm getting, or just it's time for a completely new start, okay? But the Fool, you know, it's the beginning of a journey, okay? It's the beginning of your journey, collective or something like that. But it's like, don't be foolish though, okay? Like still be wise, still be smart when it comes to, you know, where you're going or like the choices you're making. Don't just be too, you know, you can act on faith and stuff like that, right? That's where you can learn from Aries. We can learn from Aries energy, but you know, Taurus also likes to make sense. It's still earth energy. Okay, so like, you know, you can jump into something new or something like that, but you know, you still want to make sense of the situation, right? You still want to make sure it you know, you're secure, or something in regards to your security may change, or you may have to go, you know, we may have to do things in a different way, right? Especially with Uranus still being in Taurus. I mean, that this just affects the collective in general. Like, you know, our sense of security is being challenged pretty much, or challenged to change, right? You even see the thing, you know, they're talking more, they've been talking more about like how, like about the banks and stuff, or how banks are closing or whatever, or like, I mean, for the ones who know and like spiritual people who've been awakened or whatever, like, you know, we've been talking about how money and all that's going to change, especially around like 2020, right? Like that was the whole New World Order thing. And, you know, it's really what it was about, and transitioning us from like, you know, physical money, or what do they call it? Currency. Yeah, like change of currency. Yeah, that like that's literally Taurus. Taurus rules money, currency, and stuff like that. So yeah, like this can also be things we're seeing, we're starting to experience change or whatever, or we're going to have to change, we're going to have to see or operate, do things in a new way. Yeah, some of you guys, you could be like going into a more like, I'm getting self-sufficient, or maybe you are like an entrepreneur, or you could be just doing things on your own or in your own way. And I'm getting uniqueness, like you need to be unique in regards to like how you, I don't know, how you like do business, how you make money, or like how you use your gifts or something. Or that's the advice. And then trust is the message, okay, for this Taurus season. Number 5. Yeah, didn't I just say 5? And 5 is the Hierophant in tarot. I mean, yeah. I mean, trust, loyalty, commitment, that's pretty much the Hierophant, but that's Taurus energy in itself. Or yeah, or something here in regards to trusting yourself, trusting this new journey, trusting this path that you're on, okay, or you're needing to go towards, right? Really listening to your intuition. Some of you guys, you may just be more tapped into yourself. 4 of Cups is at the bottom. Maybe you're tapping more into your gifts, into your spirituality, or you're needing to in order to have a fresh start. I'm getting like fresh water or something like that. Okay, so let's see. Hold on, let me pull a oracle card, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close it out here. But yeah, 5 is definitely significant. Okay, so yeah, this could definitely be like entering a new space or a new beginning. Some of you guys may actually be going to a new place or whatever, but or changing your environment. But this could be like a new place, a new space, okay, coming in for you guys, or coming in for you know, just in general, right? The collective here, especially in regards to like your gifts, your creativity, the way you express yourself or something like that, like self-expression. So let's see, Taurus season, collective message, Taurus season, for this Taurus season, collective message. Let's pull one more card. Or this may just be what we're needing to be more fixated on, what we're really needing to harness. That's why I said something earlier about harvesting or harness, like, all right, but man holding a coin, okay, is what popped out here. So this is what, this equals 7, all right? That's like the Chariot, I think, in tarot. But yeah, this is also like spiritual ascension, growth, inner growth, and stuff like that. But yeah, this also reminds me of like the King of Pentacles. I mean, yeah, that's pretty much like Taurus energy, Capricorn energy here, okay? But of course, if you have significant earth in your chart, or like Leo, Aquarius, okay, Scorpio, this time will be significant for you, all right? Or challenge for you. Or like if you have Pisces, Cancer, all right? But yeah, so this could be focusing on security, whether this is inner security, financial security, okay? Or just, this could be securing yourself in regards to a position or something like that. This is also like knowing your worth, okay? Or this is what we're going, this is the journey and the discovery, right? Especially with the Fool card, it reminds me of like discoveries or discovering, okay? Or this is what we'll be discovering or meant to, like our sense of worth, okay? Or like, or again, something around money, investments, investing, resources, okay? Or like our gifts and stuff like that, all right? Some of you guys, you may be, or this could be someone you're dealing with, okay? Now this could be someone you work with or something like that, or something in regards to work could be significant, all right? There may be a new start or a brand new beginning here for you, all right?